Hello, and thank you for joining me on my journey to the top 100 trout streams in America. I'm Getty Sarno. Trout fishing has been a passion of mine for as long as I can remember. My plan is to start off in my home waters in Pennsylvania and Maryland, and then expand my trips out west. So come along for some fun fishing in fantastic waters.
Today, I'm fishing the Sable in Michigan. Well, what can I say about the Sable? I mean, this is the stream that really started off Trout Unlimited. It is a fabled stream. It's got a section called the Holy Waters, and quite honestly, it did not disappoint. It is a fantastic piece of water, especially for me and the type of fishing that I really like to do. It's opened but small. You can cast. It's just absolutely beautiful. So to start off my trip, I went to Grayling, Michigan. And Grayling's a great town because it's right between the Big Manistee and the Sable. The Sable actually runs right through Grayling. The access to the stream is also fantastic. From Route 72, there are quite a few places where you can take public roads in, and they end at the Sable. There's parking there. There's easy entry designed for fishermen to get into the water or to launch boats. So this is Louie's Landing, a nice public place to go and fish. It's got a lovely little bridge, a great little channel. Now on these trips, I can never obviously predict what type of conditions I'm going to end up in. My expectations were that I was going to need a lot of cold gear. It's late April, early May in Michigan, but when I got there, the weather was phenomenal. It was very warm, and it was absolutely beautiful. Unfortunately, the fishing conditions were a little tough. They had just gotten 30 inches of snow above, so I'm fishing an awful lot of the snow melt. The water is up, and it's very cold, and the fish were really not responsive. But absolutely beautiful place to fish. As in the rest of Michigan, there's an awful lot of private land, and you have to stay in the water when wading. You can't go up onto the land. But the access was great. Even with the water up like this, I really didn't have any difficulty. The stream was just really, really great. So I ended up using a lot of high sticking. I'm using a stonefly, very heavily weighted, and a dropper is a pheasant tail. So I picked up this beautiful brook trout on the pheasant tail. Great fish. I'd actually had a really nice brown trout on as well, but lost him right at this same spot. So then I moved on to Burton's Landing. It's got public facilities. It's a great place to fish. And again, water was just phenomenal. If you like this type of water, it is just the place to be. So I tried a number of different techniques. Here I'm fishing an indicator again with nymphs. The water temperature was still very, very cold from the snow melt, but it was very warm. I mean, 85 degrees. So really just waiting to see when the temperature would change and fish would start coming up. So I ended up wading around the corner. Again, very wadeable stream, beautiful channels, just a great place to fish. I saw lots of people in drift boats. Some kayaks come by as well, but this is really a fishing destination. You're going to meet an awful lot of really nice people that are really serious about fishing. There are just so many great access points. This one is Keystone. Again, just a lovely place to be. Great access. I traveled up to the gates of Sable Lodge, the fly shop. People that were super helpful and turned me on to the flies that basically I caught the fish on. Great place, good access as well. So there's just so much stream and so much access. Go there, fish it. It's a ton of fun. So finally, I did get to fish the south branch of the Sable. When I originally got there, the water levels were really, really high, and they said that basically it was unfishable. But by my final day, I was able to get down and fish it at Smith Bridge. Again, great access, good facilities, great place to be. I picked up this great little brookie, again on the pheasant tail, and just had a great time there the day I was there. So Grayling was also a great place. I spent a lot of time at the old Sable fly fishing shop. People were awesome. Definitely helped me with a lot of flies for fishing on the Manistee. I also went to the Paddle Hard Brewing Company. That was also a ton of fun. Again, just lots of great people, fishing with a lot of people, and having a good time. So the Sable. Definitely can't fish the top 100 trout streams without going to the Sable. Phenomenal place. Go there. My understanding is that probably the best time to fish it is late May and into June. I've talked to a lot of folks about all kinds of interesting and crazy hatches, but just go there if you can. It's a phenomenal place, and I'd love to get back sometime.